Hello, everyone. With me today is just.
Dark and stormy like the weather.
Hey, we had a big storm here last night, too. While I was sleeping, I heard a
So
bunch of
far,
rain
I've
woke
had
me up outside.
rain, sleet, snow, hail. Waiting for thunder snow, but I don't think that's going to happen at this rate, so I'm kind of disappointed. But, whatever.
That's a lot more than I had. I just had a whole lot of rain.
Yeah, this is all in the course of about 4 hours, by the way.
Jeez.
Fuck Massachusetts.
So, we've got
Fuck
one
you,
big
Boston
mission to cover.
Bruins.
We've got one big mission to cover this time.
Yeah. Yes!
As well as, I think, our first naval contract.
Finally, this one, please.
It's not my favorite shanty, but it's pretty high up there.
It's pretty much my favorite.
And I'm rolling with Ezio right now, but that will change very shortly.
Have you taken over this for? Oh yeah, you have.
So all forts kind of have the same amenities. There's a couple treasure chests and a couple of animus fragments for all of them. But you actually don't need a store to upgrade the Jackdaw. You can actually upgrade it from the captain's quarters, I should say.
It has a built-in harbor master post. It has a built-in change of clothes area, built-in weapon selection. Basically, it's your home away from home.
Yeah. But you actually do need to buy the swords and pistols and outfits from an actual store. You can only change into them in the Jackdaw. And these little circle things are back, and I love them.
Yeah, I was about to say, those are from Revelations, except your Ethernet cable's disconnected again.
Yeah.
And you don't have the hook blade, so you can't do that, long jump thing.
Yeah, too bad.
Yeah. So...
Yeah, see, this is what I have to put up with. Ethernet cable disconnects, and then I can connect right back 2 seconds later. Although sometimes it doesn't happen that way. And sometimes I can go 2 hours recording and nothing happens internet-wise.
Yeah.
So it's completely random. I can do nothing to control it. It's just sometimes it wants to work, sometimes it doesn't.
Now, are you hunting a treasure map, or are you just, No, yeah, good.
No forts have treasure, actually, unfortunately. They have treasure chests, but not buried treasure.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I didn't remember seeing any in there, but it's been a while. And there's so many just, pissing treasure chests that... treasure maps that I don't really remember.
Yeah.
So what can you buy?
Now, ram strength is kind of special because normally when you bump into ships, you will be the one who takes damage, but with the ram, you actually do damage to them.
Yep. Well, I guess it is the Year of the Goat.
Yeah. I wasn't really thinking of that, but it works.
Hey, I'm trying to give you credit here!
Yeah, I'm just saying. These people seem awfully happy about getting more cannons and a figurehead.
Should have bought mortars.
I will soon.
All the best.
Oh, hey, it's the first appearance of our friend.
This is a very honest gentleman, people. A very honest gentleman.
Milo Vandergraaf, honest businessman and friend.
Yes.
Now, it just seems to me this guy runs into an awful lot of trouble. Not through his own doing, of course, but trouble seems to follow this guy around.
Maybe. He's an honest man. He wouldn't be instigating shit like this for no reason. So I'm inclined to believe him.
And for an explanation of these missions, naval contracts are kind of like the ones in Assassin's Creed 3. Just a random naval mission to accomplish some objective.
Not
There's
quite.
at least, yeah, it's not quite, it's close, I guess. But every fort has at least one naval contract. Some have two. The final mission, the missions are the same at every fort, but the final mission is always the hardest one. And once you complete that mission, you get golden pistols, which are the best pistols in the game, pretty much by far.
Yeah, and there's actually a challenge, an Abstergo challenge, dedicated to using the golden pistols.
Yep.
You got
And
hit by fire barrels.
Yeah, it's the only thing gunboats do well is laying fire barrels around.
And there weren't even Spanish gunboats.
And
Yeah.
that's you got the picture of what this mission is about. There's a bunch of gunboats lurking around. They're really easy to sink, and that's about that.
And for that, you get a little cash, and you get to do some more naval contracts later.
Yep. Although cash, at the point in the game where I am, is about the least of my concerns.
Yeah. Like... Well, that's because you're taking advantage of something.
Yeah.
You normally wouldn't be at this point if it's your first playthrough, but replaying this game has some perks.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna.
Mainly it's. I none of us want to spoil it right now, but the way Ubisoft manages this particular aspect of the gameplay means that starting a new game does not affect it.
Basically, there's something that's shared between all your save files, so if you've already beaten it once, you don't have to worry anything about. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's an easy way to get cash that isn't. I kind of like these Animus fragments a little bit. It's just that, like the ones where you have to kind of just figure out how to quite do the running just right,
Yeah.
or the jump just right, but then you have to swim back to the boat again.
Yeah.
Repeat
It's
50 times.
It's just if there was something that could make you go back to the boat like instantly, that would make this just fine.
There
because
are,
that-
but they just don't.
Yeah. It's the most tedious thing in this game by far.
Okay.
But this time we're going with Reton Haketon.
Yes. You're
From
dressing up.
from everyone's favorite game, Assassin's Creed 3.
Yes, this is you're dressing up as his grandson because we hacked the fucking Animus. Woo! I guess.
It looks pretty good, I have to say.
Yeah. Connor generally had a very good outfit. Just his character was lacking.
Yeah. And didn't his outfit have some red on it? I'm pretty sure I remember his robes being red, white, and blue colored.
Probably.
I think it had some red, but this outfit is just blue and white.
Not remembering a whole lot of red, to be quite honest, so maybe I'm just...
Yeah. Maybe it's my memory.
Maybe it was more of an accent than anything. I mean, at the very least, Unity, you get to customize the color of your robes, so whatever. Mostly. If you're wearing if you're wearing a custom outfit, it overrides the color scheme.
Oh, and as of this recording, I did buy the season pass, and I've gotten some of the DLC outfits.
Ah, alright.
I have not actually played with that guy's outfit yet, but I have seen it and it looks very cool.
Yes, good.
There was a DLC outfit I did not particularly expect to get, but it's interesting.
There's some there are good outfits and fun things in this.
And frigates are a tier below man of wars, but similarly, they are very hard to kill at this point in the game.
Which is why you're trying to kill it.
Yep.
To be fair, as long as you keep out of it. Maybe.
Yeah, as long as you stay out of its broadside range.
Basically, circle strafing kind of breaks the game, but it also only breaks the game because enemies don't tend to turn when firing.
Yeah, or they turn in the opposite direction like that guy was at the end there.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure why I decided to scuttle this one.
It's a frigate. Oh. I was gonna say because.
Oh, I think the reason was, you notice I edited from daylight to nighttime there.
Yeah.
Well, that's because I did get in a lot of naval fights that I did not end up winning.
Yeah.
So maybe I was just pissed off and wanted to take my anger out on someone.
Yeah, I was gonna say because it's a frigate, they have more stuff. It doesn't really. And I'm pretty sure he was carrying metal, and that's the most fucking important resource in the game.
Yep.
Because metal gates all your offensive and defensive upgrades like crazy, especially later on. But
Oh yeah, and there are some special sales that I unlocked from that money gathering little game.
yeah,
But I did not want to show them off at this particular point in the story.
that's fine.
Now this mission is one of the more elaborate ones in the game.
Yes.
Oh hey, he does have a little red on his sash there.
Yeah. Oh hey, I can figure out GTA 5.
Neat.
I will start that. I've been waiting for that actually.
Gentlemen, as is custom among our kind, we do not plunge headlong into folly on the orders of a single madman, but act according to our own collective madness. The object of our attention is a square-rigged galleon, and we want her for the advantage she'll bring Nassau. So I'll put it to the vote. All those in favor of storming this cove and taking this ship, stomp and shout aye! Aye! Those who oppose, whimper nay. Never was the King's Council so unified.
I wonder if Blackbeard and Kid there assented. Now, when it comes to storming this cove and taking
She
this
has a
galleon,
white, Okay.
I'm probably going to edit that out, but anyway, as far as it,
I was about to say, Kid has an excuse here.
as far as storming the cove and taking this galleon comes, guess what? We have to do everything, like almost literally everything. But that's
Hey,
okay.
it's like I'm playing Assassin's Creed 3 in the American Revolution all over again. Except
And
not
hey,
nearly as pathfinding.
Assassin's Creed 3 had a DLC mission in a Mayan ruin, so maybe it works.
Wasn't that for Captain Kidd's Treasure, too?
Captain Kidd's Treasure had like a deserted little island where you found all the clues and stuff. But there was one in particular, you went down to a Mayan pyramid and you jumped around a whole bunch.
That wasn't as slow, because that was actually like a very Assassin's Creed-y, a very Ezio, like Assassin's Creed Tomb Braum.
Yeah.
That was really missing from 3 and some of the other games.
Now this first part of the mission is the hardest part, where you have to move through a big jungle without getting spotted.
Yeah.
And at this point in the game, your options for staying stealthy and moving through an area with a lot of
Oh,
enemies...
a shortcut!
Yeah, oh, shortcut. I always love those glib little comments.
It's a sarcastic. Oh, it's yeah.
But yeah, your options for moving stealthily through enemy territory at this point in the game are pretty limited, because the only ranged attack you have right now are your very loud pistols.
I think you're still limited even later in the game because it's blah blah blah. We like the time limit shit. Blah blah blah.
Speaking of this game,
later.
I was recording another video a couple nights ago, and it took me almost 2.5 hours to get 2 missions done. I was just really screwing up one mission for some reason. It was embarrassing.
Yeah. To be fair, with this mission, you really don't need to kill anybody.
You don't need to, but it makes things easier. Now, most of the time, guys will not see you up in trees. Sometimes they will.
Of course, the optional objective for this is don't get into combat, which means don't let the red bar fill up all the way.
Nope.
Which, actually, you're in a restricted area, so... You're not being very good at staying out of this combat sort of thing, you know.
That was pretty good right there. The captain, for some reason, did not see me. I never said these guys were very attentive. Let's just get that out there right now.
There's plenty of time for treasure hunting later, man.
Yes.
No, I kind of hate treasure hunting on this map for reasons that could be discussed later.
Yeah.
This is not a fun map to hunt collectibles on.
Yeah, the problem is it's too big, and there are a lot of different paths. Sometimes they'll lead in a circle.
And the map is absolute shit here. Just whenever you actually do get the viewpoint here, because you're kind of in the jungle, you just see jungle. You don't actually see like roads or landmarks or any sort of useful thing.
Yeah. You just kind of have to know, oh, I went this way before.
Yeah.
Which is not the best pathfinding that's ever been invented by people. There's no, like, really distinctive parts of this map to tell you, oh, okay, this is where I've been. I'm going to go this way this time.
I actually do have a funny story about pathfinding in this place later. But it's
Yeah.
not for this time and part of the game.
Oh, okay.
After this mission, maybe.
Oh, hey, a rainbow.
A rainbow.
I will say, this game does not lack for color. There's a lot of colorful areas in this game. It is not like Assassin's Creed 1, where all the cities kind of had a color motif, and that's what they went with.
To be fair, it would be very inappropriate for the location if you
Yeah.
did anything else. Pathfinding.
That's your good look at an animus fragment. It looks like a pyramid.
Alright, Edward, come on.
Now this is the hardest part of the sneaking when you get to this little village. Now the drunk guys, I'm not sure if they actually have vision or not, or they're just there kind of as decoration. I've never really attempted to see what their vision radius was. But it is not like there's a whole lot of drunk guys you'll see anywhere in the game.
Unless there's a bonfire. Or at a tavern. But
Now, the
drunk
reason
enemies.
it's annoying, biggest reason this is annoying is because of that stinking gunner up there. And guess what? If you shoot him, everyone will hear the gunshot, and you'll probably get spotted.
Right, and you don't have a good hiding spot to take him out until you can get up onto the scaffolding, but that's even a bit.
Yeah, that's a little too exposed.
So your best bet is to just kind of sneak around and pray you can make it into the underbridge before he sees you or anybody else is ready to go get you.
Oh, there is actually a stealthy ranged way of taking out that gunner. You have to get a dagger first.
Yeah.
But, it's not a solution I thought of coming into this mission.
It is, to be fair, getting daggers in this game is, like, it's a bit iffy. And you can only carry one, so you have to choose your target carefully.
I mean, I guess that's because they figured it was pretty broken in the other game, since it was a stealthy, long-range way of killing someone.
Well, if they weren't in the other games,
Now, the music changes a little here, and now I don't have to sneak anymore. I can just fight my way onto the ship.
personally, I just ran like hell right through this entire section because I just said, fuck it, I just want to get to the end. But
That is always an option, but I'm staying with stealth because I figure that's more appropriate. It doesn't really work out that well, and you'll soon see exactly what I mean.
there are too many people. Yep, and here we go. Besides, you're coming on the wrong side of the boat. Yeah.
Now, sometimes when the red bar starts filling up, the guys will not investigate. Sometimes they will. Sometimes they will just shrug their shoulders and move on.
Yep, here we go.
But luckily, I am near water, and guys always have trouble near water, even if they can swim.
They don't like to get wet.
No.
They will try to track you as best as you can, but yeah, you're pretty much in the clear now because you're going to get to break his line of sight and crawl up into a place where he can't see you.
And besides, the optional objective says to air assassinate Ducasse, and you can't really do that if he knows exactly where you are.
Yeah. What you need to do...
Now, I have to say, I really like climbing on Man of Wars, all their rigging.
well... I was going to say you probably have a chance to air assassinate him from here, but the better way, of course, to do this would be to get to the top.
Yeah. Although there is a certain range that you can't air assassinate someone, and unfortunately, Man of Wars are so big that you'll get into that range pretty soon.
Yeah.
Because it would be patently absurd if you could jump from the top of the rigging of a Man of War down to the deck.
Well, you can, but you need to survive at the same time. It's not that absurd. So of course,
I was being sarcastic there.
I know. How far up are you gonna get? You're high enough.
This is the last time we will see.
Alright.
Now I have to change sides of the rigging to intercept him when he moves around to the other side. But as you can see, men of war are very, very big. I thought I could air assassinate him from this height, but no, doesn't work.
No, you gotta be like 10 to 15 meters away, I think. I think that's about the magic number.
Yeah.
Yeah, see. Of course, you gotta make sure you assassinate him and not his partner. Which I did once!
And I just did. As we said, that's how it could have happened. And it kind of goes back to my complaint of the assassination targeting being sometimes iffy in this game. It's hard to pinpoint exactly who you are going to kill.
Yeah.
But usually you can tell because the person who you will be killing is highlighted in gold.
Yes. Okay,
Or
this
not,
is
hi-
a
not
much...
yeah, it's highlighted. Yeah, it's highlighting.
There we go.
This is how you.
Remember the gift you gave me? Well, it answers just fine.
Fils de putain! As bold as a musket ball, and still half as sharp. Ah!
I'm sorry about this, mate. But I can't risk you telling your Templar friends about me still kicking around.
I pity you, Bucanier. After all you have seen, after all we showed you of our order, still you embrace the life of an ignorant and aimless rogue.
What's this?
Is petty larceny the extent of your ambition? Have you no mind to comprehend the scope of ours? All the empires on Earth abolished, a free and open world, without parasites like you. Que l'enfer que tu trouveras soit le fruit de ton insouciance.
The cove is ours!
And this is the first of, I think, 3 times you'll be forcibly taken out of the Animus to do modern day stuff.
Mm-hmm. So.
There's really no reason to go out of the Animus before the story makes you.
No. And there really isn't any reason to just like...
Hey. I just saw you were logging out, so I thought I'd stop by and give you something. A little welcome gift. We give awards to our top-notch employees for doing quality work, and they're nice to have since there's no official bonus scheme here. I already have about 11 or so. Oh. Bonjour? Of course. I'll pass it on. Well, looks like Olivier wants to meet with you. It's exciting. Follow me.
So.
It's on the top floor, so it's not hard to find. But the rest of
Our
this
figurine
building
collection
is
is still
first
pretty
timers.
crappy.
So, we had the tools team whip up a great map application. Check your communicator. I added a waypoint to Olivier's office.
Okay, you go to the elevator, go up 2 floors. I'll go up to the top floor and...
Olivier's a nice guy. He won't bite.
don't worry. So
hey, I didn't even notice there was elevator music.
Hi?
Yeah.
Testing. Is this thing working? This is John from IT. We met earlier. I was calibrating your Animus. I'm sort of the Scotty of this Abstergo enterprise. In charge of all the tech stuff. Do you have a minute? Damn it. The tracker says you're on your way to Olivier's office. All right. I'll ping you when you're done. I have a favor to ask.
So.
Bonjour. Go right in. He's waiting for you.
I will say some of the modern day stuff is pretty entertaining, just from watching how Abstergo does business, kind of.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to spoil too much, but there's a series of 3 kind of promotional videos you can unlock with starring Altair, Ezio, and Connor.
Yeah.
And, they're pretty good. They're my favorite.
Yeah.
But this is how Hollywood got its start.
While zombie-based entertainment continues to shamble towards the finishing line.
Errol Flynn, and now we have access to the real deal.
Hey, Olivier, I hope nothing bad happens to you.
And we're just casing the boss's office while he's babbling.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which I don't think is a very good idea in real life. I would not suggest casing your boss's office.
Looking forward to seeing you
Well,
too.
when he wants to talk to you.
Take care, Letizia.
Glass orbs.
Hi, thanks for coming in. I know you're busy. So I reviewed some of your data. Pretty raw stuff. Obviously, we need to scrub off some of the dirt to make it family friendly. Maybe give Edward a voice like James Bond or something. More of a ladies' man. A beautiful city, no? So the main reason I asked you here concerns something called the Observatory. It's been mentioned a few times in the footage you found. I'd like to encourage you to focus on locating this specific set of memories as soon as possible.
He's totally not
If it were
evil.
up to me, on s'en
Nope.
crisse. I wouldn't bother. But some bigwigs at
Actually,
Abstergo
probably isn't
Industries
totally
have been
evil, to be
hounding
quite
me for
honest.
days. So, follow
Yeah,
whatever
he
you
just seems kind of
find,
like a
and hopefully we
pawn.
can- Oh, incoming call.
And he doesn't really know that he's a
We'll keep in
pawn
touch.
either.
He actually,
Alan,
he
bonjour.
works for,
Oui, tout va bien.
he's a nice guy.
Naturellement.
He actually isn't a Templar from all accounts. But he's just an important guy that handles the day-to-day stuff.
Yeah.
So, this is Montreal. Because we're now working for Ubisoft and game developing, and I'm gonna go make a fucking Assassin's Creed Unity. I'm gonna go kill myself and jump off that balcony.
Oh, hey, we've got another sticky note from a crazy person.
Sticky notes, sticky notes, sticky notes. So worthless. Oh well, could be worse as long as we don't have to play
You
Frogger.
got a second?
Yeah.
Good. I'm adding
That
a
would be just
point to your
absurd
map.
in an Assassin's Creed game.
A colleague of yours left for vacation this morning and forgot to send a video file she promised me. Since I hate just about everyone else on your floor, I was hoping you could help me. Could you transfer the file from her computer and deliver it to the courier when she comes? It'll be easy. You just wander over to their Animus, log in, and transfer the file. Easy. And please be snappy before I find a reason to hate you too.
Sounds legit.
Yeah. And this little pathway leads to the bathroom, and there's no point to actually going here, this part of the game.
Yeah, I think there might be a QR code somewhere, but I don't think the QR codes actually do anything. Like, there's no actual, like, reward for finding them. They just give you weird-ass messages.
Yeah.
And, like, in Rogue, at the very least, there's not QR codes, but there's, like, employee tablets lying around, and they kind of accomplish the same thing. The problem is that that gives you the best set of guns in the game, but you have to wait until after the credits to go get the best set of guns in the game.
Huh.
So it's not my... I have issues with Rogue with some of its sequencing for the best stuff.
I see.
But it's not horrible, I guess. Just annoying.
I always
the
think
printer.
I always think this blue monitor on the printer is in a sticky note. It's not.
No, it's not. It's just a Gibson.
A locked door. Not a problem. That's the advantage of me having level 1 security clearance. Now, you do too. Don't abuse it.
Now you can't actually see sticky notes, but those weren't yellow sticky notes, but they weren't left by crazy people.
Right. They don't have QR codes on them, so they're worthless to us.
Yeah.
I mean, who's ever seen a person scanning a regular one or a QR code for that? I'm gonna have to link the people scanning QR codes Tumblr in the thread. I don't know if you've ever seen that.
I have not. Now, this video introduces the big mechanic of the modern day stuff, which is hacking shit.
Yes.
Hacking shit takes on a different character depending on... There's 30 different computers throughout Abstergo. There are 3 different puzzles for hacking. They're all kind of weird. But we will be getting to just one this video.
Oh man, that's an awesome employee. We should be more like an employee. Actually,
They have multiplayer characters. Damn.
You need to bypass the core and find the data inside. Once you reach it, your communicator will download it automatically. You need to find your way around the core to reach the
this
data
one's
inside.
kind of like a... really, you need to end up on the green one and then go into the green ring and go around the green ring.
Yeah.
The caveat being that once you move, you can't move until you've reached the end of a line. So that's kind of how they do the maze. It doesn't really get fancier than that ever.
Most of the time I just solve these circle puzzles just by accident. I just sort of kind of move around.
La 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 la, Desmond's dead, la 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 la.
Desmond Miles.
Yeah, he's dead.
Was deceased and
yeah, he's dead.
The time of death was placed around 0000 hours.
There you go, people. No need to worry about him ever again.
DNA sample recovery. We had some initial concerns about interference in the vault, but given the skill and talent of this team, we were able to capture useful data. I personally retrieved the subject's backpack and extracted a number of objects of interest to undergo detailed analysis.
He has a pretty fancy backpack, I will say that.
Yeah.
The subject displayed burns to the right hand, severe enough...
Desmond also has a really comfy
some
hoodie.
Kind of spontaneous, intense burn trauma.
Honestly, very assassin-y hoodie. To be quite honest.
Head, neck, and torso remained in good condition. I hand-selected recovery agents to retrieve fluid samples, blood and saliva.
And semen.
We then commenced material extraction and were able to preserve several exemplary samples. Data analysis and sequencing is already underway, and I'm told proceeding with exceptional ease thanks to the cloud database and the work of Abstergo Sample Recovery Unit 3. The legacy of Subject 17 will continue uninhibited as Sample 17.
You don't remember it after they died? That kind of seems weird.
Oh, you're better at this than I.
Wait, what the hell happened to Studio 16?
See that file you
Clay, what the fuck happened to you?
I mean, you could, but it's unpleasant.
Little late on that,
Once you
John.
hand it off, just pretend this never happened, okay? Otherwise, you'll just go to bed feeling sad. Anyway, the courier should be waiting downstairs. She's been here a while. I suppose it goes without saying. Just
Now, I decided to leave this video off on a big cliffhanger.
I mean, not every day, right? No, seriously.
Will I hack another coworker's computer or not?
Please, what do you take me for?
You should admonish people for failing to protect their computer data properly.
I'm saying the cliffhanger is what's behind the magic orb. You'll just have to watch part 9 to find out what's behind the magic orb.
Yeah, it's retarded.